Hi, my name is Amy Cooper with VortexLegal, and you're here today to train with me on learning about how to see confirmation information, how to view your attorney's information, how to edit and update an order once it's been put in the system, how to view the calendar, and what results look like and how to rate them. So let's go ahead and get started today with seeing what you probably have received in an email already. Is if you have had someone in your office place a reservation with VortexLegal, you'll receive an email that looks very similar to this. It'll say attendance confirmed, and it will list the local counsel's information on here. So you will have their name, their bar number, their address, their cell phone, and their email. You are able to reach out to them directly. We ask, though, that if you are trying to get something from them, or if it's something other than just giving them direction on a case, if you're asking them to give you a call or something, that you copy support. Support's information is right up at the top of our website, and it is support@vortexlegal.com. Our phone number, if you ever need to reach us, is 877-670-6776. So you'll have your reservation details here. It'll list the case name. You'll see that an MMC or a VL ID is listed. That's our order number, and you're able to search our system by either the VortexLegal ID, which is this number, or by your own internal case number or court case number. So let's go ahead and take a look at the website and see if you didn't have this email that had the local counsel's information, how you could find it. From the home page, you'll see over here on the left that there's a red quick links, and it pops up a menu bar. Right from the home page, you can go from quick links and you can click on service providers info. You can either go by case, or you can look at a full report of everyone who's covering all of your cases coming up. So we're going to go ahead and click on service providers info, and it will let us search by case. So here's where you can either put that MMC or VL order ID, the claim number, the internal case number, the court case number, or any part of the case name. These are contains fields, so you don't have to actually put everything exactly correct. You can use a portion of one of these search terms, or you can search by date. So once you've entered the information that you want to look up the case by, you'll hit the green search button, and your service provider's information will show up. And it will look something like this. You'll see the case information over here on the left. You'll find the attorney's information, their email, their cell, their address, bar number, and where they're licensed at. If you'd like to email them directly from our website, you can go ahead and click this email local counsel, the mail button, and that will open up and allow you to email this local counsel. So that's how you quickly go in and see who's covering for you. I'm also going to now show you the calendar function. So from quick links, you're going to go down to current reservations. And this is where you can view anything that's already in our system. So if you're not the one entering these and you want to know if something's been requested, you can either go to current and upcoming, which will show you a list view of everything coming up, or you can go to my calendar, which will show you a visual calendar view. So if you're not logged in, go ahead and log in, and you'll see the master calendar pop up. If you share a calendar with your office, or you share an account with your office, the calendar will be a shared calendar for everyone. So if this is a test case coming up next Wednesday that I want to look at or do anything about, I do also have the ability to quickly see who's covering this by clicking on CA info, standing for either contract attorney or covering attorney's info. So you can click this to go right to that other page we were just looking at. The other option is to click on details. And if I click on details, I'll be able to either edit this order, just add documents, cancel, look at who my coverage attorney is, or if I need to continue this matter and I need to make a new reservation for the same case, I can click there. So it's very easy to do any of these functions right from the calendar. So since we're going to show you how today to edit and update an order, I will go ahead and show you what this looks like if I clicked edit order from here. And you can do the same thing over here on quick links, and you can hit edit reservation from here. So when you get to the update reservation, you have the ability to, when we're looking to edit update, you can search by any of these fields. You don't have to fill out the entire form. You actually can just fill out one of the options. So if you want to just look by case number, or maybe you only know that it is coming up next Wednesday and you want to just search for that. If you are an attorney, you can search by the file attorney name. It'll be in the drop down if you're a paralegal or if you're the person entering it. So if you're someone who wants to see all of your upcoming cases so that you can add instructions or documents and you're an attorney, you can just click this, click your name and hit search. So depending on what search criteria you picked, you'll get the case. So here's that test case that was right on our calendar. And you can either hit update reservation or update documents. The difference between these two is that if I click on update reservation, it will then give me at the end an option to also update documents. If I come here and all I have to do is update documents, then I would choose update documents. So we're going to update the reservation. It'll open up the entire form and everything that's been put in here. The first field is that I need to put in who is updating this. So if I'm the one updating it, I'm going to put Amy Cooper, and I'm going to put my email in here so that I can get notifications. This also allows people in my firm to know that I've updated it and that I was the person doing this. You can update any of these fields that you want to, any of these. If I wanted to make this, if I wanted to change anything, if I wanted to say who I'm representing, you have the ability to make changes. You'll notice as I start clicking through and make changes that the boxes turn blue. So anything that has a blue line around it, it's tracking the fact that I've made an edit. And when we complete this form, it will automatically notify the local attorney who's covering this of what fields have changed. So that way they know to log in. Let's go ahead and pick Augusta, Circuit Court. Okay, so I've updated things like the location, type of law. I can go down here and I can add instructions. If you've never used this form before, it's very easy. You can type instructions in one or all of the boxes. The other great feature that we have is something called a template. So if you click on the new use template, you have the ability to pick from templates that your firm has created already, and you won't have to type those again. For example, if I put Amy Cooper, I can then now send this note to the local attorney to call me for additional information at this phone number, and that's something I don't have to type again because I saved it as a template. If I wanted to create a new template, you hit new, you'll name this template, and then you'll go ahead and add in whatever you want here. And then if I went ahead and added this, it's now going to become a template for the future. So I can use this as a template every time I come in here to add instructions. Down here, you'll see the last couple of options that you have is you can schedule a conference call. If you're looking to get a hold of an attorney, I recommend this more than I recommend putting it in the instructions, because this is going to be a scheduled conference call that we will email the local attorney about, as well as whoever you put in as the contact name. Highly recommend using this feature. And then here at the end, we have the document status. So if you are planning on uploading them now or later, the big difference between these is that if you have to file something at the courthouse, letting the attorney know that you're doing that is important. And then the same thing is if you plan on mailing something, you can also upload to this form, but we recommend that you click the will be mailed option so that you can put a tracking number in. This also lets the local attorney know that you plan on sending something by mail so that they're paying attention and looking for that. If you click will be uploaded now, we can upload documents on the next screen. If you click will be uploaded later, and you've put this reservation in and it's more than 2 days away, if you haven't uploaded in documents by 48 hours before the hearing, then you'll get a reminder. That's the main difference between now and later. If you select no documents needed, there's probably only less than 1% of the hearings that we cover where nothing's needed. At the very least, typically a notice of hearing, sometimes a bill of particulars, sometimes past hearing information, or maybe even just the previous court order. There's usually something. If you're doing motions, a copy of the motion, a copy of the docket. There's several things that could be uploaded. You don't have to upload 100 documents. You want to only upload what's pertinent to this case, but most of the time there's at least something that if you were sending an attorney in, think if you were going in yourself that you would want to have. So we're going to go ahead and select will be uploaded now. We're going to hit the save and update documents. What this option will do is it'll take us to the page allowing us to upload documents. If I clicked on save and finish, that means I don't need to do anything with documents. I just want to save the changes I made. When I click this, it's telling me that I didn't put information in 2 of the instruction fields, and it's highly recommended. If that was on purpose, I can go ahead and hit OK to continue. If I actually meant to put that information in, I can hit cancel and it'll allow me to finish the instructions. So we're going to hit OK. And it's taking us now to the document upload page. So here it'll show us documents that have been uploaded. If I wanted to upload documents from my computer, I can actually take a window of my browser and I can go ahead and upload as many documents as I want. It doesn't really matter what format they're in. And then when we hit add, all of those will get uploaded. It'll say okay, and it'll show that it had the documents below it. So now we've gone ahead and completed that update edit process. And then whoever is marked to receive the edit update emails will then get an email copy letting you know that you have made those changes. So now, since we're at the end of editing that, let's talk about results. So if we were on the VortexLegal homepage and I wanted to view my results, there's a couple different ways. One is that you should have received results via email. So if you received results via email, it would look something like this. It'll say coverage complete. It will list off the case details. It'll list the order ID, which is our number, and the date and time. It'll show you the parties who are in attendance, who the covering attorney was and their information, the next hearing date and time. So if there was a next hearing date established, that will be listed here. And then it will also give you additional information. So if there's an outcome, it'll list the outcome. If there was a judgment entered, it would say yes. The status of the order will be listed here as well. And then there'll be a nice detailed description of what happened. So the opposing arguments, the attorney's arguments, additional details and instructions. And then you can see from your firm who were the parties that were listed on the reservation. So you have who entered it, the file paralegal, and file attorney. So from here, if I wanted to give this attorney a rating, let's say that I liked how detailed they were in their results and I liked the outcome and they were professional, or let's say maybe there was one little thing that I thought that I wish they would have done differently. So we're going to hit this red rate results button, and what it'll do is it will load the rating page, which allows you to rate on 3 different things: professionalism, timeliness, and the result. 5 being the best and 0 being the worst score that you could get. And you don't have to be logged in order to rate these results. So you actually can, when you get this email, just click it. You don't have to log in. You can give feedback. Once you get to the review page, you'll see professionalism, timeliness, and the results here. So it'll list the case name just so you make sure you're giving a rating on the correct one, and you're able to give this feedback. So again, 5 being the best score if you go ahead and give them a rating. if you give a rating with anything less than all 5s, this rating will be ticketed and reviewed by an account manager. So let's go ahead and give this one a 4 here so that it's going to be reviewed. And here I'm able to put comments. Now, our local attorneys will see their ratings, sort of like how Uber does with 5 stars. Drivers can see. So they'll see their numbers, but what they don't see is what you put here in the comments box. So if you have a message that you want to send to the account manager about why you gave them a 4 on the sufficiency of the results. So maybe the attorney forgot to submit the order, attach the order. I could put that in here. And when I go ahead and update this, then the local account manager will get to see this. They'll see that you were forgetting, the attorney forgot the order, and then they'll reach out and help resolve it. So if you have feedback for us on an individual basis, this is the #1 way that we keep quality control and we're able to know how our attorneys are doing on each and every result. I highly recommend using this feature as much as you can. Now, in the event that you can't find the email or you don't have the email where the attorney reported results back, you are able to see that from our homepage. So if you go to Quick Links, you can go to Completed Matters. This is where all of your results are stored. So if you go into Completed Matters, you'll be able to search for your case by anything that you have here. And we're just going to do a search. So let's say here are some of my completed matters. If I wanted to look at the results for this one, all I would do is click on details and it will allow me to see what the results were in here. So since this is a demo case that was preloaded in here, there's not a ton of results, but you would see all of your results listed, the next hearing date, any of the attachments like the order that would be attached will be available. And then you can even go in here to see the documents that you provided to the local attorney. And those are stored in here as long as your company's retention policy is. Generally, that's anywhere from 6 months to 7 years that these are still available, just depending on your company's settings. So you can always come in here, you can always find completed matters, you can always find the old orders and be able to pull those up or the attachments that you've uploaded in the past. So this completes our training for today. We looked at the confirmation email, where to find the attorney's information, how to view that attorney's information on our website, how to edit or update an order, how to take a look at the calendar to see your upcoming matters, and then also the results email and how to view results on the website, as well as how to give a rating on a local attorney. If you have any questions for us, or if this training didn't address one of the things that you need, please reach out to us at support. That is support@vortexlegal.com or 877-670-6776. Thank you all for joining us today. This is Amy Cooper with Vortex Legal, and this concludes our training.